Hello, I'm Robin Gibson, and this is the Harvard House Money Morsel. Welcome back to what will be the last Money Morsel of this year. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell so you get a notification of when we release a new video. I'm sitting with Michael Porter. Michael, welcome. Thanks for joining us again. Michael, the Brent oil price has dropped below $80 a barrel. I think we're trading around about the $77 a barrel mark. I'm sure none of us thought we'd get there this year. What's happening? What's the news behind this story?
Yeah, Robin, it's remarkable, isn't it? I mean, the war in Russia and Ukraine rages on, and yet oil prices are a shadow of where they were in February, March time. So I think really the weakness in the oil price is coming from concerns around global growth on the one hand, and also the fact that so China, concerns around Chinese growth, which has definitely been a bit slower, maybe concerns around the outlook for next year and the demand for oil next year, but then also this imposition of a price cap on Russian oil that is then also driving the price a little bit lower. European nations have come together and put this essentially price cap on to try and force those sanctions on Russia even further,
So I'm sure that will have a massive impact for inflation. I mean, that's obviously a deflationary thing. We've got to get it through the base, but it will bring inflation down quite considerably, won't it?
Certainly, Robin. I mean, it's actually amazing. So, I mean, just in dollar terms, oil peaked at $130 a barrel, roughly, Brent, in February, early March time. And now it's trading at $77 a barrel, which is a significant fall, if you think globally, on the impact. And just in this month alone, so really in the last month, from the first week of November to now, it's fallen from $98 a barrel to $77. So even in the last month, we've had a significant drop in oil prices. And if we look at actually what's happened in Rand terms, in Rand, the oil price peaked at almost 2,000 Rand a barrel in June.
Wow.
And now we are sitting at 1,330 Rand a barrel. And so, yes, the Rand has strengthened a little bit as well. Remember last week, obviously, the Rand blew out. But 2 months ago, the Rand was sort of 18 and a half. And we're back not far from 17 at the moment. So the combination of the falling oil price and the strength of the Rand is really bringing down local oil prices. And that's really good. I mean, it is hugely beneficial for inflation. So the diesel price fell quite sharply yesterday or the day before. Petrol prices did go up slightly, but they've fallen already. But I mean, if this level holds, we could be looking at somewhere in the region of 2 Rand a litre drop in fuel prices in January, if this level holds. Now, It's early days, it's early in the month, so there's a whole month to play out. But that's the sort of scope of it. And then that would take you back to sort of 20 Rand a litre petrol prices. Diesel prices still have a way to fall. But yes, it's obviously hugely beneficial, not only for consumer spending, it obviously frees up some of the spending that's been taken out, but it also feeds into inflation. Yes. And in bringing down inflationary impact, that then allows the Reserve Bank some leeway to start thinking about pausing interest rate hikes and letting those sort of take effect. So this is such a key cog in the whole wheel of what's sort of going on. It's really good to see it falling this sharply at the moment. Yeah.
Amazing. Michael, when we think back to your presentation that you did recently for the latest Insight series, one of the shares you looked at was Afrimat, and you indicated in their change of profits year on year the big difference that petrol made in terms of taking that out. So this also means that companies will get a little bit more margin if they have a big distribution cost, or there's diesel is a big part of their cost as a business. Is that right?
Absolutely, Robin. Afrimat highlighted that I think in the 6 months they spent an extra 57 million Rand on fuel costs. So it's not only if you have a big distribution network. Obviously, we're in the midst of chronic load shedding at the moment, and diesel costs are chronic for everybody. I mean, ShopRite indicated they spend 100 million Rand a month on diesel running generators for their shops. So you can just see that, I mean, if fuel prices really start to fall, actually, I mean, so yes, there's still a cost and we're still running load shedding and that hasn't gone away. But lower fuel prices would certainly make a difference and just help to claw back some of the costs that companies are having to face everywhere at the moment.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Michael. Well, thank you for giving us that picture. Before we go, I know you always ask us whether we actually drink coffee. So we've got a beer for the end of the year. We want to wish you and yours a very happy Christmas, a peaceful New Year, and we'll catch you on the Money Morsel in January. Goodbye.
Cheers. Happy Christmas.